You are not powerless. You are not broken. Today, you rise strong, informed, and unstoppable. Listen up, champions. You can't fight what you can't name, and you can't win against what you refuse to see. So let's call it what it is. When you're dealing with a narcissist, you are not in a normal relationship. You're in a power struggle wearing a smile. Narcissists don't introduce themselves with red flags. They wrap them in charm, attention, and carefully crafted compliments. That charm is not connection, it's camouflage. Their goal is control, not closeness. So if you ever felt confused after a conversation, if you walk away doubting your worth or wondering if you're too sensitive, you've likely been targeted, not misunderstood. The manipulation is designed to make you question yourself while they tighten their grip, but once you see through the mask, everything changes. Recognition is your first rebellion. It's the moment you stop dancing to their tune and start writing your own rhythm. Now, let me drop a truth bomb that is going to set your soul on fire. You do not have to keep explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Narcissists aren't listening to understand. They're listening to twist. Every explanation you offer becomes ammo for the next attack. Every justification becomes another rope tying you to their chaos. But you don't owe anyone an endless monologue to justify your boundaries, your choices, or your truth. You are not obligated to shrink just so someone else can feel tall. You think if you say it differently, they'll finally get it, but they won't. Not because they can't, but because they don't want to. Understanding you isn't their mission. Owning you is. So reclaim your power by ending the conversation they keep trying to recycle. When you stop explaining, you stop bleeding energy. You begin to protect your peace like a fortress guards its gates. And that's where true freedom begins. Because hear me loud and clear. They don't win when you fight back. They lose when you stop needing to. Peace isn't weakness. It's the strongest weapon you have. Narcissists want chaos, not closure. They want to control people. They want to knock people down. They want to have the same say and stuff as they did when you were a kid. They don't want when you fight back. They lose when you do not gain closure. They want your outrage, not your indifference. But the moment you choose calm over conflict, silence over shouting, dignity over drama, you win. Not because you beat them at their game, but because you stopped playing it altogether. Peace is not the absence of noise, it's the presence of clarity. It's knowing who you are so deeply you don't flinch when someone tries to define you. It's living in a state where your joy no longer depends on their approval. And that kind of peace, that is the final victory. Sometimes the most powerful sound is the one you don't make. In the world of narcissistic manipulation, silence isn't weakness, it's a weapon of clarity. When you stop reacting, you force the narcissist to sit in their own noise. And trust me, that silence, it's deafening to someone who thrives on attention. Silence doesn't mean passive. It means intentional. It means refusing to be baited, refusing to be pulled into chaos, and refusing to let your energy be hijacked. It's stepping out of the ring and letting their punches fall flat. Use silence as space to breathe, think, and observe. Use it to analyze the patterns, not defend against them. When a narcissist realizes their tactics no longer trigger you, they lose power. And when they lose power, you gain perspective. You start to see the manipulation for what it is: desperate, repetitive, and empty. So don't fear the quiet. Own it, use it, stand in it, let it be your boundary, your armor, your reset. because silence isn't absence, it's presence with purpose. And in that space, you find something they can't touch, your peace. You are not here to shrink, you are here to rise, reclaim, and rewrite every page they tried to tear from your story. You are more than what they tried to erase. One of the deepest wounds narcissists leave behind is the erosion of identity. You forget who you were before the chaos. You doubt your dreams, your worth, your truth. But I'm here to remind you, your identity was never lost. It was only buried. Recovery is a process of rediscovery. It's asking, what do I love? Who am I without fear? What would I choose if I wasn't being controlled? What would I choose if I wasn't being controlled? These are not simple questions, but they are liberating. Start small, take back your time, explore your interests, say yes to what lights you up, and no to what dims your soul. Every decision you make for you is an act of rebellion against the narrative they wrote for you. You were not created to be small. You were not meant to be silenced. You were designed with purpose, passion, and potential. And today, you rise not as a victim but as a creator.